So, the last video is over on my other channel, Mixtapes and Mistakes. This is Ed coming back at you with a new segment. This is going to be an ongoing segment, I believe, because there's enough songs, enough albums, enough bands. And feel free to suggest more because if this one happened, that I can make this statement about. And so anybody that knows me, I think come to grips with this one. So anybody that knows me knows that I really don't change my mind. Usually if I make a decision or if I have an opinion about something or if I come upon an idea, usually it's because I've mulled it over, I've thought about it, I've done some research, and I have a reason for where I've staked out how I feel about something personally. Or if I've made a personal decision, I just it's usually a snap decision. I'm over with, I'm done with it, and I move on. But sometimes these ideas come back to bite you in the butt, and this is one of those times. So this segment is going to be entitled, I'm Wrong About. And the thing I'm wrong about today is, I'm wrong about Taylor Swift's cover of September. I know. I did a whole video on this on Mixtapes and Mistakes about how it didn't feel right because it's such an iconic song and a whole bunch of... I was wrong. Let me tell you why I was wrong. And I was wrong in relationship that I wanted to do the Wallflowers Heroes video, which is over on Mixtapes and Mistakes. I'm going to keep saying that to you. Go over there and like, share, and subscribe to that video. Because something is also true in the same context. So Taylor Swift's cover of September being released, it was a couple years ago actually, which is the crazy part. The thing about, and this is why the two things are related. So, like I said, my friend Tony was talking about the song, the Wallflowers cover of Heroes. And how we're now in 2020 is far away from the Wallflowers releasing that single off the Godzilla soundtrack. I think it's Godzilla 03. And not King of the Monsters, which I have not watched yet. We're at the same place time-wise, enough time has passed, where it's just as far enough away from when the original Bowie song came out and the Wallflowers should release their cover. Like the difference between 1996 and 1973, for example. So when I originally did the Taylor Swift thing and I was talking about her cover of September, and I was really just upset about it because as many people have stated in many different interviews and all their articles about this song when the song was released, and a lot of the quotes I saw was that the song was soulless and it was like a coffee house version of the song and yada yada yada. They're wrong. Let me tell you why they're wrong. They're wrong and they're right. What she does with the song is tick a lot of the boxes that you're supposed to tick for a good cover song, but it's hard to cover such an iconic song in a different genre and have it translate to where there's not some sort of backlash. So, now I will say this. And one of the things I had to spark onto what might kind of be close to creative genius on Taylor Swift's part is that she does do the thing they talk about, though. She takes the song, she turns it into a coffee house song. And the thing that originally made me upset about the song is that if you didn't have a context for the original song, you'd think it was something that she did, that she just wrote herself. And she conspicuously changed the opening lyric to make it more relatable stuff that's going on in her life, because it's an allegory on a relationship that she was having, or maybe even still having, depending on which rag you read. So, what I realized though, and this is the downside, this is the detriment part, I guess the criticism really, is that she doesn't get the benefit of kind of the boost that Bowie gave the Wallflowers. When Wallflowers released their cover Heroes, he was still out making records. he was promoting his own thing. I think I talked about that in the other video. She drops this cover in a vacuum where a lot of the members of Earth, Wind, and Fire, like Maurice White, is gone. So there wasn't as much there's definite pushback, but in today's age, it wasn't nowhere near the drama that she probably could have gotten. But what I was upset about was, and this is the difference, not just because Bowie was around, but because Jacob's version of that song is of Heroes is very accessible. And so you could hear elements of the original in it and be like, okay, well, I want to find out who really did this song. I want to, and go back and rediscover it. I don't know that fans of Taylor Swift necessarily would go back and rediscover Earth, Wind, and Fire based on her cover of the song. And that, I think, is kind of the downside to that. Now, I'm wrong in that it's a good cover in the sense that she makes it sound like hers. It fits within the context of the record that it's on. And the train just keeps rolling for her with that song. It shows that she has a range. It shows that she is very aware of other music and that she's a big fan of other music. It makes her catalog a lot more diverse. And it's kind of a precursor to, in kind of a genius move, the idea that in successive records like Lover and Folklore, that she does kind of expand what she does. You listen to songs like False God on Lover. In fact, most of the back half of Lover is a real departure from Reputation. Folklore, I gotta sit down and listen to. But from the few songs I've heard, it seems like that Folklore is a real departure from Lover, which I think is, you can tell she's growing and expanding as an artist, and that she's not just McDonald's. Like, it's when McDonald's came out with the Artisan Burger. Like, we do these special things with we do 100% beef, we do all this, We jazz up this burger that we've been selling to you forever. She does, and it's what pop music does overall. They do give you the formulaic hot single on the everyday trope and, love, relationships, drama, popcorn. But I don't know necessarily that every time she's just giving you McDonald's. I think she might be giving you the Artisan Burger, or she might be giving you Wendy's, like an upscale version of the thing that pop stars generally do. So I'm wrong about it. I'm able to admit that I'm wrong. I'm able to throw it out there, and I think it's going to be a good segment, because the next one I think I'm going to do, and I might be on a roll. I might do that. I might do this one right after. I have to think about it. But I'm going to go ahead and drop on you what it is, because it's controversial. Kind of pains me to say it, too. I might be wrong about Nickelback. I'm going to throw it out there. Unpopular opinion. I might be wrong about Nickelback. And that's a heated discussion. So, main channel right here. Come back for the new segment I'm wrong about. Because next time I'll be wrong about Nickelback.